1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Stroud going to throw right away. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown, number 9 for the year.
The kick is good. Makes the score Texans 7, Chiefs nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He's got his tight end. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
Yellow.
At their own 46-yard line.
Receiver in motion, going right. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Yellow. 15. Hero 15.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Dell motioning over. Stroud to throw here on first down. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch. I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
That's complete. It's Tank Dell.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's 3rd and 2.
All right.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Joe Mixon. The speed on display. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Attack! Yellow!
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Yellow! Easy!
They put Kelsey in motion. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Attack!
First down throw, Mahomes. This one intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
3rd down, 3 to go. To throw, it's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
All right.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Stroud. That's taken in. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Tank Dell. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will take a 21-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, 43.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. At his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs draw closer here. It's 21-14. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
On the quick, right?
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Working his way open, that's Schultz. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Texans who have the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll give this to Mixon, running right. Call it a gain of 13. First down for Houston.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. on play action. Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face. Fairbairn's kick
Is good. And the Texans going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
They put Kelsey in motion. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. That is hot down the field. It's worthy. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
To the right side here, pass is caught. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish strong.
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Christian Kirk, touchdown Texans. Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Color. Yellow. 57. Watch out.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Yellow. Watch out.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, Mahomes. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures.
But he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackman. And he is going to score a pick-6 for the touchdown. The pick-6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
And that is incomplete.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick-6? And a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. So third and long, trying to pick up a first down and keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick six.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless, and I think you find yourself in third and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick six.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now, Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. Fairbairn able to add the extra point. And the Texans go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone. But no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Easy. Yellow.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 39 yards. First down throw. Mahomes got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs have taken a 4-point advantage. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Stroud. Push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they can...
in trouble. Down he goes. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Back to throw. Stroud. This pressure is relentless. They get him again. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Fielded at the 9. And that's good work on this return as he brings it past the 25. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And taking a shot downfield for Kelsey. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now Mixon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Stroud. There's that man again. Another catch. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. On 2nd down, Stroud.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Already. 3rd and long. To throw is Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
With that much time, you just can't ask your secondary to hold up. The defensive front has to do a better job. First, keep the quarterback in the pocket. Don't let him extend the play outside of it. And then secondly, you got to get that ball out of his hand, because when you let him hold it for that long, big plays are going to come.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. Whoa. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's into the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. The throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Motion man is Rice. Once again, it's Pacheco. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Second and a yard.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco to the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. They'll go with him again. Good blocking, and he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. first and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Here's Stroud. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackmon.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. 43! 43! Yellow!
Mahomes on first down. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. He is in. Touchdown, KC.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Dell motioning over. On first and 10. Here's Stroud. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Football continues after this.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. They'll go play action with Stroud. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on fourth and short, this coach has the decision.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have a Texans first down as they get 4 on fourth and inches. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And he will score. Game on. Christian Kirk Touchdown, Texans. That his second touchdown tonight. Now a big spot here for the Texans as they'll try for two. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Motion man is Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Off the play fake. Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Yellow. 15.
A handoff to Pacheco. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Yellow.
On second down, Mahomes. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Stroud to throw here on first down. Now he'll run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They face second down and 7. Stroud going to set up to throw. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down. Now Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
That's into the hands of Dell on the right side.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Mahomes now back near his own goal line. And that is caught. Travis Kelce. Inside the 20. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A give here to Pacheco. And he's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs tack on 1 more to their lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Traymon Smith on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. A run here with Mixon. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be